Hey guys, Jim here coming back with another video. I'm finally getting back in the swing of things here after spending 5 days at the National, and I just wanted to do my recap video on my pickups and just wanted to leave a couple of thoughts here about my experience at the National, just to reiterate what so many others have said. It's just a fantastic experience, just an amazing experience. You know, the cards, they are all awesome. So much great stuff, so much cool stuff, rare stuff that you don't see all the time. But you know what? What's better than that is all these amazing people. Went to the meetups, you know, got to renew acquaintances with people that I met last year, and also met new friends, people I didn't know, got to meet some that I knew from watching their videos but never met them in person. Others, they've got YouTube channels. I didn't even really know them. I got to meet them. And, you know, it's just really cool. Everybody is so nice and friendly. And, you know, we all have a common interest with this hobby. And it's just really cool to be hanging around with everybody and spending time together, walking the show floor, looking at cars, talking about the hobby. It's just absolutely amazing. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I know I've watched plenty of recap videos, and it seems like, you know, everybody has the same sentiments. And all I can say is, you know, if you're thinking about going to the National next year, or um, even the year after, or at some point in time, I would just say that, you know, I personally would highly recommend it. You would not regret it, and I'll just leave it at that. So anyway, this is the pickups. First, I'm gonna go over a few things that were gifted to me. So the first night, Thursday night, I went to the meetup, ran into Mark Santucci, who he's done a couple of videos, but he definitely watches a lot of our videos and supports a lot of people here on YouTube. He gave me the Patriots air freshener along with some Boston Red Sox mints and some Red Sox pens and a very cool Red Sox keychain. So much appreciated. Thanks for that, Mark. And so now I've got these awesome cards from some YouTubers. This is my favorite artist in the whole world, Scott Reindeer Studios, designed these beautiful art cards with Larry Doby, Jackie, Bo Bichette, and of course Hank Aaron. So cool, man. So cool having those cards. They're just so beautiful, man. The guy's so talented. Just did great work designing those. I got this card from a gentleman that I did not know and hadn't even heard of, but met him at the meetup. He gave me his card, and it's Iconic Al. And he has a YouTube channel, which I have not checked out yet, but I intend on checking it out. And of course, I got this beautiful autographed Wade Boggs fan card, numbered 18 to 60. This card is classic. Lou Rock and Bob. Love that card. Great card here. Dual card. Ed Wesker and Mike O. Got to meet both of those guys. Two great guys there. Got 4-leaf cards, business card. So that's pretty cool. Victor, rookie card specialist. And of course, Jake, Legends Never Die, the commissioner. Beautiful 56 Topps design card. And just got an awesome autograph there from Jake. And he's got his stats on the back. Very cool, very cool. So thank everybody for those. Next, the first night, I was there, and a young man who has been watching my YouTube videos for a while, and he started doing videos about a month ago. I think he's only got about 4 videos up. In fact, he's only got about 19 subscribers, I think. And so I started watching his video right away when he made his first video. And he's a good kid. He's a young guy. Well, he came walking up to me. His name's Joe. He came walking up to me, introduced himself, and he gave me a couple of short print Red Sox cards. This one's a 2013 Topps. There's Big Papi goofing around with Mariano Rivera. That's the All-Star Game card. And he also gave me this very nice 2014 short print of Dustin Pedroia. I'm going to ask you guys, Joe he does vintage. He does a little bit of modern too, from what I can tell, but he's very much into vintage. And like I said, he's a young guy. I don't know exactly how old he is, but he's a young guy, and he's got his channel. He just started his channel like a month ago, and he only has 19 subscribers. So if you guys get a chance, I would appreciate if you just stop by, check out his channel, and if you like what you see, give him a sub. The channel name is 4 Soft Corners. It's the number 4 Soft Corners with a capital S and a capital C, no spaces. 4 Soft Corners, no spaces. So if you could check him out, that would be awesome. He's a really nice guy. His name's Joe. So then my friend James, Elite Hunters, gave me this beautiful 1952 Bowman Johnny Pesky. Of course, Johnny Pesky is a Red Sox icon. And 52 Topps is such a beautiful set. Look at that card. You get the stadium, this seating in the background with the green grass and the follow through on the swing with the blue shirt. Man, such a beautiful card. So thanks for that, James. Then my friend Mark, Brewdog21, I spend a lot of time with him over the course of the week. We stayed in the same hotel. We went back and forth to the show together, walked around the show quite a bit together, and he gifted me some very beautiful cards. This one is a card that I wasn't really familiar with any of these cards that he gave me, actually. This is a beautiful image there. Kyle Yastrzemski, got a young Yaz there. Spectrum Diamond Club, it says. This is from 1993, and it's numbered 285 out of 10,000. So that's pretty sweet. Then this card, this was awesome. This is, see if you guys recognize who that is. Great basketball player, Larry Bird. This is from 1996, I believe. 1996. This is from the Ted Williams Card Company. And so there's Larry Bird. And so apparently Larry Bird played baseball at Indiana State University, but he only played one game, and he was 1 for 2 at the plate. And apparently he had a collision with the catcher and knocked him out. And so he was worried about getting hurt playing baseball, so he retired from baseball after one game. So just thought that was pretty awesome, seeing Larry Bird playing baseball there. And then this beautiful Topps Ted Williams. I think that's from 2015. I'm not sure. Could be wrong with that. Another nice Donruss Ted Williams card. This one is numbered on the back, 1584 out of 2000. Beautiful image there. And this is a Gypsy Oak art card. Just so awesome. Ted Williams, look at that. Beautiful artwork there. And this is the, it says in the back that this is a studio created sample. So pretty cool, pretty cool. So now, also Mark gave me these Donruss Champion cards. They're oversized cards. They're pretty cool. There's Yaz, and there's the man, Ted Williams, again. All right, so now I want to show you guys my pickups. I'm going to show you them from newest to oldest. Hang on here, just want to make sure I got them in order real quick. All right, so first up, I picked up this 2001 Ichiro Suzuki, rookie card, of course. I got this at the trade night. The trade nights were so awesome. They were not planned. They were just organic. They just popped up. The first night there was I don't know, 50 people maybe. The second night it was pretty jammed. I guess people heard about it and a lot of people showed up. And then the third night it was just crazy, crazy, crazy. There was so many people in that room. It was ridiculous. A lot of young people, a lot of kids. It was awesome to see. But anyway, a guy had this card, and I had a bunch of cards that, not really worth a lot of money. They're slabbed. Trying to get rid of them. Nobody really wanted them. But seen this guy, asked him if he wanted to trade. I had a I had a Zion Williamson rookie card. It was a Prism Silver, and he took that in trade for this, which at first glance you might think he got the better of the deal because it's a Silver Prism Zion rookie card, but the card was badly off center and had a little surface light scratching, and it also had one of those big pimples that those Prism Chrome cards get sometimes, and the card wouldn't have graded better than a 7. And I have my doubts about Zion Williamson. I think he's going to possibly turn into the next Greg Oden. And so I think I did all right making that trade even up. This card, 1988 Cape Cod League, Frank Thomas card. So you see the big hurt when he was in college. And so the reason why I bought this card, it's a mint 9. So the reason why I bought this card, so where I go out on the Cape, it's in Orleans. And as you can see, this is from the Orleans Cardinals. And so this team has actually changed their name. They're called the Orleans Redbirds now. About 12 years ago, the major league teams came to these Cape League teams and told them that if they wanted to use the name, they would have to pay royalties. And so they didn't want to pay royalties, so they changed their name to the Orleans Redbirds. But anyway, where I stay on the Cape, the Orleans Redbirds play literally less than 5 minutes from the house. And my wife and I very much enjoy going to the games and watching them play. The collegiate kids, they're just fantastic. They're really, really talented, some of them. And it's really fun watching the Cape League games. So got this, Frank Thomas, Hall of Famer. And it's the local team, the Orleans, then Cardinals. So figured had to have that. Next up, I got a very beautiful 1962 Topps Hank Aaron. And so, this card is off center, but there's a story behind this card. I bought a couple of other cards off a dealer, and he told me that since I bought some stuff off him, he said he was doing a raffle, and he said he was going to enter me into his raffle. And so I said, fine. He gave me a ticket. I wrote my name and phone number down on it and handed it back to him and forgot all about it, didn't think about it again. And the next day, late in the afternoon, I noticed I had a missed call. I had a voicemail on my phone from a number I didn't recognize, so I checked it, and it was the guy, and he's like, you won. He goes, come over to my booth. You got a $150 credit at my booth, at my table. So I'm like, yeah, cool. So I went over there, and I was really intending that I was just going to, buy a card as close to $150 as I could without really spending any money. So I picked out a couple cards. I picked out a 71 Brooks Robinson, and I think it was a 71 Frank Robinson, sorry, and a 67 Al Kaline. Nice cards. They didn't really bowl me over or anything, but the two cards came to $165. The guy said if I wanted them, he'd do it for the $150. But then, I was looking and I saw this. This was $325, and which was actually a good price because the most recent comps were around $400 on this card. And just got to looking at it, and I mean, look at the registration on that card, how nicely it presents. I know it's off center, but besides being off center, the edges are great. There's very little white. There's a touch of white in that corner, but otherwise, really nice as far as the edges. And just the registration and the colors are fantastic. This card looks like it could have been printed last week. It's just so nice. So I thought to myself, why don't I just throw in some extra money and, rather than just buy those two cards that I don't really, I'd love to have. I mean, they're both great cards. I'm not knocking those cards, but, to me adds more quality to my collection than those other two cards would. So I decided that I was going to buy this. I asked the guy if he would come down to 300 and I'd give him 150 cash, and with the 150 credit I'd get this, and he agreed to do that, and that was freaking awesome. So I ended up with that beautiful Hank Aaron card. Next up, another trade show pickup from a very young man, probably in his early 20s. He had his card set up on the floor. I saw this card, and I've always loved the 59 Frank Robinson, and I've always wanted to pick up a copy. And when I saw this card in the SGC slab, man, it really looks great. It's you know, that black on that slab really, you know, it's a little bit lighter than the actual black on the card, and it really makes that black on that card pop, man. It sticks right out. And this is a beautiful card. This card is in really nice condition, undergraded in my opinion. I mean, the corners are nice, the edges are nice, it's centered pretty well. I mean, top to bottom it's off a bit, but not that bad. And you know, even like on the card itself, there's, you know, the black is all there. There's no, you know, chips or scratches or marks or anything. So, I mean, I don't think anybody would complain if this was graded a 5.5, but hey, whatever, it's a 4.5. Tried making a trade with him. He didn't want to hear it. He wasn't interested in any of the cards. And but he had a good price on the card, so I just said I wanted the card. So I just said, I actually didn't have any cash on me because it was Saturday night and I was running low on cash. I spent a lot of money at the show, so I asked him if he'd take PayPal, and he said he would. So I just PayPal'd him the money for that, and just ended up with that beautiful 59 Frank Robinson. There's the back. Absolutely love that card. Next up, look at this beauty. I'm intentionally holding my finger over the grade because I want you guys to take a look at this card. Look at this. The corners are sharp. Look at the surface. Look at the registration. The colors are great. Presents very well. Just nice clear image. The top, the corners are sharp. No print marks. Man, this card is so beautiful. I'll show you the back. Here's the back. So this card, that's the line from the sleeve that I have in it. This card, you guys won't guess the grade on this. The most beautiful PSA 2 you'll ever see. Man, Eric, those back pages, you know, he talks about people that get their cards graded and they don't get good grades, and he says, "You cry, I buy." Well, this is a perfect example. The guy who got this graded, he was crying over that too. But you know what? It makes the card affordable, and you know, to me, that's a 6 right there. The front of this card is a 6, in my opinion. I'll tell you the reason why I got the 2. If you look at the back, right up here, see those lines up there? There's paper loss there. And we determined B. Roth, he's a smart guy, and he looked at it, and he was right on. He said somebody had put that card in a photo album. You know, with the photo albums, they have the sticky back, and you stick the photo there, and then you put the clear plastic over the top of it. Well, that's exactly what happened. So this card must have been in a photo album, and then, you know, somebody carefully took it out. They did a really good job, but you know, it was stuck inside the album, and there's some paper loss up there. So big deal. That's a 6 front right there. I saw 6s that actually didn't look this nice on the front. So, man, Roger Maris rookie card, beautiful. Something I noticed looking at these cards come in different tints. I mean, not by design, I guess, but as far as I can tell, it looks like there's 3 different shades of this background. There's one that's kind of dark, there's one that's kind of in the middle, and then there's a lighter version. So, you know, something cool about vintage cards is, you know, you get different, unique. Each card is not the same. you get the same card, you know, a 1958 Topps number 47, but, you know, they're a little different at the same time. Next up, I got this very beautiful 1954 Topps Al Kaline. You know, it's a 3.5, and again, I believe it to be a little bit undergraded. I mean, I don't think anybody would look at this if it was a 4 and say, that don't look nice for a 4, because it's a great looking card. Just love it. Love 54 Topps. Love that red background. That Tiger logo is just so awesome. You know, it's not badly centered. Sometimes these are cut and there's not any space at all, hardly over the name. This has got a little bit of space over the name. Just so beautiful, man. Look at it, it's centered. So nice. Such a gorgeous card. I love it. And here's the back. Like the backs on these too, those colored cartoon like images there. Just so awesome. Just such a beautiful card, man. I'm so happy with those. I'm happy. I love all these cards. I'm so happy with all of them. Another one that I really love. A beautiful 1949 Bowman Roy Campanella rookie card. This is graded a 2. Very nice looking 2. Again, great registration. The centering is off a bit left to right, especially, but not that bad. Again, the surface is beautiful. Registration is beautiful. The color, the blue stripe on his shirt, the blue cap, just, man, just love, love, love this card so much. I had such a hard time finding this card because this was one of the cards that I was targeting. And, man, I walked around for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. Man, if I found one, it was like a 7, and it was like, you know, $2,000. I finally found an SGC4. The lady wanted $900 for it. But, you know, I'm doing the PSA set registry with the Hall of Fame rookie cards. And, you know, PSA's kind of got you by the stones with those set registries because, you know, you want to buy the rookie card, but you want to be able to add it to the set registry. So it has to be PSA graded. Anyway, just couldn't find one. Just could not find one. Finally, I was with Mike O and a couple other guys at the end of the day on Saturday, like literally at the end of the day. And Mike O wanted to go talk to one of the dealers. I don't know if he knew the guy. I'm not even sure what they were talking about. But so I walked over there with him, and he was talking to the guy. There was 2 dealers at the same table, and Mike was talking to one of them. And I just was looking in the guy's table, and there it was, just sitting there, almost as if it had my name on it. So the guy had a price on it. It was kind of high, and I talked to the guy, and I actually didn't have enough money on me to buy this card. I told the guy, I said, you know, I could go to the ATM, and, you know, maybe I'll come back tomorrow. And then I looked up the comps, and I mean, the guy was kind of high on the comps, and so I showed him. I said, you know, I'll pay you so much money for this card, and I mean, even that is still over comps. We negotiated anyway, to make a long story short, and he did come down on the price quite a bit, and I still paid a little bit over comps for it, but at that point I was more than thrilled to get this card. I bought these sleeves. That first card I bought from the Cape Cod League, that was the first card I bought of the week, and it didn't have a sleeve on it, and I was like, oh, let me get some sleeves. I don't want to get scratched. I brought top loaders and penny sleeves with me, but I forgot to bring the graded card sleeves, and so I don't want my slabs getting scratched up. And so I bought these Superior Fit sleeves, and they got this stupid PSA on it. So whatever. But I needed the sleeves, so I guess I was happy to have them anyway. But who cares? Look at this card, man. I love it. I love it. I love all these cards, guys. I am absolutely having a love affair with all my pickups. So last, I got 2 left. This one was my big boy card of the show. And look at this one. Wow, look at that. This card's a stunner. I love it. So beautiful. 1948 Leaf Warren Spahn. Man, look at that card. Look at it. It's close to being centered. It's off top to bottom. So look at the colors. Look at the registration. Man, look at the blue and red on the hat and the orange background and the registration on his face. It's just such a gorgeous card, man. I love it. So awesome. And the back looks like it could have came out of a pack last week on the back. So great, man. So thrilled with this card. You know, it's a 6, and you know, there's not a lot of 6s out there, and there's not a lot graded higher than a 6. There's this is a Pop 100. It's around 100. I looked it up. It may be a little bit more than 100, and there's only about 100 graded higher. So, I mean, you figure from 6 through 10, there's only 200 cards, and you know, a lot of these higher graded cards are, you know, wrapped up in people's collections, and they don't come for sale. So I just felt that, you know, this was a card that, you know, is really adding quality to my collection. And of course, Warren Spahn was such a great player, and this is his rookie card. And I just felt that there was no way I could just leave this. I had to have it, and so absolutely thrilled that I do. It's just so beautiful, man. Just love it, love it, love it. And so last but not least, I've got a 1935 Diamond Stars, Jimmie Foxx. This card, it's a 1, yeah, but that's okay with me. I don't care because I've been wanting this card for a long time. It was not overly expensive. You know, the corners are basically not there anymore, especially on the bottom. And there is a crease that goes through the corner up here, which is probably the main reason why I got a 1. But forget about that corner. Just look at the player. Look at the player. Man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The colors, the background colors are awesome. So, oh man, I love this card so much. I can live with that little crease in the corner any day. I can look at this card and see such a great player, Jimmie Foxx, such a classic card, man. This is just beautiful. Here's the back. You can get a good look at that crease from here. It's over here. All right, guys. That's all I got. I'm so thrilled with all these cards. Had such a great time. Sorry this video is so long. I know this is going to be my last video on the National, so I'll be back down to under 10 minutes from here on out, I promise. I appreciate everyone that hung in there to watch this till the end. I know it's all really long, and I value you guys, you know, I value your time, so I'm going to cut it off right here. Thanks so much. Bye for now.